This is Irontrader. This is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and at natural gas. But first, we're going to take a look here at NVDA. Now, on natural gas here today, there was on the EIA report, there was a draw of 30 billion cubic feet. They were expecting a draw of 43 billion cubic feet. But it looks like natural gas is starting to move up anyway, okay, in the situation. Now, when we look at natural gas today, we're going to take a look at more in-depth on charts, on a tick chart, a 1, 5, and 15-minute chart here, just to give you some idea of where there's a buying opportunity kind of a situation. Okay, this video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have NVIDIA. This is one of my favorite trades here. Now, if you notice NVIDIA, it's got plenty of room to run. Now, again, if you look at like Microsoft, Microsoft is breaking out. Apple is broke out. Netflix broke out. Tesla is trying to break out here. So a lot of these are ready, and even like Amazon broke out. That's another one of my favorite trades. But NVIDIA still has a plenty of room to run here. So we have some really nice targets, okay? So let's take a little peek ski and see what's going on here, deal NVIDIA. Okay, now you can see here, we came on down here today, but we're holding that nice key 21 SMA. That's going to be very, very key, that 143. What do we got there? Yeah, 143.30 level, okay? So upside. So we want to look at today's high. You're looking at 146.54 level here, okay? So if we go right to the left of the chart here, our next level is going to be 147.16. That's what we're looking for next, okay? And then what we want to do is we want to look always here to the left of the chart. We can look right here, okay? So you got that. That's 147.56, just a hair above. And this is what we're really looking for, is this 149.77 level, because this was the breakout level, came down and then broke up. So this is what you're going to be looking for here next, is that 149.77, and then we have this 152.89. Now, you crack above that, obviously you're going to hit the 155, 160. I do have a target of 175 on this bad boy, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out. But let's see what the reaction is if it gets there up to that 152.89 level. Okay, say it does get there. What is the reaction going to be? Is it going to be like this here, and we just trade sideways and then come on down here, or like here, the same situation, and come on down here, or is it going to bust right through that? So always watch for the reaction. That is going to be the key when you're trading the charts. Okay, so again, what you want to do is just watch today's high at that 146.54, then come right over to the top of this candle here. That's at 147.16, and then we'll come up here at that 149.77 level, and then there's your big breakout, 152.89. Now, downside, this is actually looking very, very nice because we're holding this key 21 day at 143.30. Okay, that's very, very key. Now you can see where the 8-day here is starting to roll up here. Your 50 days on the way up here, looking very, very good. Now again, if this 21 day here is lost, okay, see that 143.33, then what we're going to do is we're going to come down to this 8-day. Okay, this is what you're looking for, that 139.61 level, and then we have that 50-day right below it at 137.54. But you can see here the nice bottoming tail that we put in. Okay, it's kind of like an indecision candle, but it's a green candle, which means she's going to reverse and she's going to go up there. So nice bottoming candle. That was your signal to get in this bad boy and then take her right on up. So I am long, and I also trade this. This is one of my favorites because when she gets going, she's going to get going. Now, they just signed a big contract there here today, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out here today. But just watch that 152.89 on the upside and watch that 121 there on the downside. Now, when you look at the RSI here, 58, plenty of room to run. You're looking here, the green can cross over that red. Well, we know what happens when that crosses that red. This is what you get. So let's just see how this is all going to shake out. Now, when we look at the weekly here, you can see what just a beautiful uptrending stock this is. See how nice and uptrend? That's exactly what you want to see. Okay, so right now here, the key level here on the downside on the weekly is 141.37. You need to close on that by Friday. That's going to be very, very crucial. If you can, then we got a good chance of hitting that 152.89 and then possibly breaking through it and going much higher. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now, OPEC had their meeting, and what they're going to do here is they're going to delay their voluntary cuts here. They're supposed to do a raise, start putting it back in the market of 2.2 million barrels per day on the market starting in December. Well, that's not going to really shake out. So they moved that all the way down to April. Then they're going to start putting oil back on the market there, but just the voluntary cuts of 2.2 million on the market. Okay, so they're going to put that on the market, and that's going to go slowly all the way till April, for 12 months, all the way till April of 2026. Okay, but again, that can change, depends on what the economy's doing. Now, the actual cuts of 2 million barrels per day, that's going to stay till the end of 2026, okay, before they decide to do anything with that. But again, this is all just information here, but realistically, it's all going to be based on what the economy is doing. If the economy goes into a recession or things start selling off, or China isn't producing, that can be changed. But as of right now, that's where they stand. Now, again, after the pit close today, all that will be posted for you, so you don't have no worries. Okay, so today what we had, if we went up into that 8-day, we're holding that, and then we went right into that 21 SMA. I pointed out the video this morning. These are the two key levels here on the upside. So this is what you want to watch first, is right there, 68.79, very, very key. And then we want to watch that 21-day at 69.20, okay? We get above that, then we can come over here to the top of this candle, 69.69. We can look at the top of this candle right here. You're looking at 67.91. And realistically, your big target is going to be 70.37. That's going to be your key level, okay? So again, we can follow these candles up here till you hit the 100-day in this, and you hit your retest there of that candle. But we don't worry about that right now, because right now we're still in this downtrend. See how this is? So we have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and again, another lower high situation. So until you break this downtrend and you start getting above the top of this candle, 71.51, this is going sideways to down, okay? Because this is a downtrending market as of right now. Now, on the downside here, we put a low in here today of 67.98. But this is what you're trading against right here, is the 67.71. This is what's holding up all these candles, is the bottom of that candle right there, okay? It's one tough-ass candle, I can tell you that right now. So she's holding this here very, very nicely. If that is lost here, here's your big target at that 66.53. That's where we go. And then we have to see what the decision is, what the reaction, I should say, it is. And then we can come all the way down to the bottom of this candle here at 65.27. But right now, we just have this sideways action, but you still have a downtrending market. So let's just see if that seasonality will play out. We have to see. So for today, watch that 8-day on the upside. Watch that 21-day on the upside. You get above that 50-day, that's your target, okay? Now, we start losing this, today's low, that 67.98. Then we're going to look right here. This is key, 67.71. You lose that on a closing basis. Here's your target, 66.53. And then you lose that. Here's your target at 65.27. MACD, wow, we might have to resuscitate this. This is just flatlined here, okay, all the way through. So this is what you got right here, okay? Your green is still over your red, but we just have that sideways action kind of a situation. So we got to see how that shakes out. Right now, we're sitting at about 45, not really telling us anything. There's no divergence. There's no nothing here. So basically, what I'm doing is just scalping. I am short, okay? I am short on crude oil, and then I'm just scalping the longs. That's how I'm trading this. Okay, now let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, now this is a little different, but I'm going to show you a daily chart when we get done with this. Okay, now this is really how I have a setup here for trading. Okay, so you got your natural gas, you got a tick chart here, you got a 1 minute, you got a 5, and then you got a 15-minute chart going on here. Okay, now you can see they're all the same pretty much. So when this comes on down here, you never want to buy when it's descending here unless this is short. Okay, so this is how you know when to get short. Okay, so I'm just going to point it out to you. See, when you have this top here, okay, of 3.27, and then we have another top there at 3.25, okay? That's a double top situation here on a tick chart. Now, these tick charts move pretty quick, okay? But then you notice that it could not get through, okay, it got through the 8-day, but it could not and hold this 21-day. This tells you that once it starts losing this here and you start getting this series of lower highs, this is when you want to keep your short on until you can crack above it. Now, even though when it rallies up here, you can't get too excited, because if that 8-day doesn't hold it down, you got the 21 right there, okay? So this kept on rolling all the way on down. Then what you do is you always look for a bottom. So when you see the bottom and then you see it rise up here, what I do is I don't buy anything here, okay? I take this short off, let it go up, see where it's going to go. It never really goes up any farther. You'll get past the 8-day, you went to the 21-day, but you wait for the retest, okay? This is the key. Wait for that retest. Once you get that retest here, then what I do is I wait for that green candle, then I take the long position, and then you can ride that long, which I take the UNG kind of a situation. I'm not looking for that much in UNG. A lot of times I'm only looking for like 20 cents to 50 cents because I'm trading 5,000 shares, okay? So now you can look at every chart here. This is the tick chart goal. It moves really fast here. Your 1 minute chart here, a little bit slower, but they all have the same reaction kind of a situation as you're going right on up. You know what I'm saying? So here's a 5 minute chart if you want to slow your trade rate down. This is the same thing as you're falling down here. And that's what you're falling down. And then you wait for that that retest. Okay, now we had that low here of what is that, 2.98, and then we retested it with 2.977, a little bit lower, but you notice it was a green candle, and then that's when she gets your rally. That's your buying opportunity here to take that thing long. Okay, now, okay, that's how you trade it. Now you look at, say you want to slow it down even more, use a 15-minute chart. See how we have this here? Okay, where it comes all the way down. This is the same thing we have here, same thing we have here, the same thing that we have here. Okay, and then you wait for that retest. You never buy it here and say, I'm going to take it up, because yeah, you can sometimes get lucky and get this scalp, but this always reverses, and you always want to wait for that retest there on the bottom situation, and then you run this bad boy higher. Now, I have all these charts here posted right on my playlist. So if you want to learn how to do charts, everything is right there. Just click on it at whatever your convenience is. There's everything about charts, about candlesticks, okay, about seasonality charts. Just go to my playlist, click on, and it's all right there for you. Okay, so let's take a look now here at an hourly and a 4-hour chart on Natgas. Okay, here we have the natural gas here. This is that contract roll. It rolled right on up here, and then we rallied up very, very nice. So then when you get to that top of 3.56 here, okay, and you can see here where you just have a little sticky going on here, what you always do is you just don't, I never buy it right there. I always wait for that retest, okay? So you lose a little bit. So what, okay? What you're looking for is that meat in the middle, okay? So when you see this double top here situation, and you see where it can't hold it, and you're not breaking through that situation, then you can take yourself a short. I usually take it, and I always look for the big support areas like here, then I take it off. Now, we had a nice good rally on up here, okay? So you could also rally that up here to, like say, take a long situation, but a lot of times you can do is just wait and be patient, and because once the price is below this 8 SMA here, she's going to come right on down, and then you wait for a bottom situation. Now, you don't need to catch the bottom. You don't need to catch that top, but just look for patterns, okay? Double top kind of a situations. Look for that once that's below that 8-day. Never take that. That's only a short position that you take it down until you can get back above that key level there, okay? So when you look at the hourly chart here, the hourly and the 4-hour, you really just kind of slow your trades down here. So, okay, so here's your 3.56, and then here's your retest, okay? So it's the same thing that you had here and here, okay? So what you do is you wait for that retest. You never take it right there, go long or short. Just get out of the trade, wait for it to come down here, and wait for it to retest, because you don't know what's going to do. Is it going to blow through there? Or is it just going to double top and then come right on down? See, and then once that's below that 8 simple moving average here, this is a beautiful short. But you always aim for these big targets, okay? Okay, like you had here, you aim for that 50-day. Right here, you aim for that 200-day. Once it hits that 200-day, take it off. Okay, it could go a little bit lower, so what? Okay, and then let that rally up here. See what kind of rally that you're going to end up getting. Now, this could be a nice little scalp going up here, and then we take it again. And then once you see that, and then you take it all the way down. But when you see these bottoming patterns like what you have here, okay, see we have this the double bottom situation. There's that double bottom right there, like I pointed out on the other chart. There's your 2.98. There's your 2.97. When you see that, and then you start seeing this green candle, that's the time you take this long. And then she's back above that 8-day. Then you just ride that bad boy right on up here. So again, it's going to take time for, if you trade the chart, to get used to something like this. But always look for those patterns here, and always look for when that comes below that 8-day. Just go short with it until you can crack above it. But never go there and worry about, I'm going to catch the absolute bottom or I'm going to catch the absolute top. All you care about is that meat in the middle. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here after your pick close, and we will do it all over again. All right, thanks for watching.